Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another car video. I can't believe I'm back, especially after being told for my last video that someone hopes I get date raped, which probably won't happen to me because I don't put my drinks down. Cute though. Anyway, yeah, some people was especially upset with me because I really don't know why. I don't know why. I guess one of my followers let me know on Twitter that it seemed that I wasn't, because I'm not ready to cancel Charlemagne for what happened. And, the stories that have been coming out, which there have been a lot of different, conflicting stories about this incident with this 15-year-old, even in my comments. And then when I ask people, where did you read that? Where did you find that? Nobody has anything to say. They never comment back. So it's just like, how are you going to tell me what I'm talking about is wrong, but you can't show me any proof of what you're talking about? Okay, it's a forum where we talk about shit. I'm not the news. When I say, and it works on my nerves sometimes because I start the video and I'll be like, y'all, I'm just, talking about what I've seen or what I heard. I looked it up, and I always say, I think, I'll say that so that this is not set in stone. So if you want to do your own research, go ahead. But a lot of the small things that people bring up that I might have been wrong about does not change any of this. It doesn't change anything. It changes nothing. Okay, just some of the things that they were talking. Oh, well, you got this wrong. You got that wrong. Okay, motherfucker, I didn't do the math. I'm sorry. I didn't do the math that she's 32 instead of 22 right now. My bad. I read it somewhere and then just, all of the shit that I was reading kind of clumps up into one thing in my head. And I just kind of relay it as I see it, regardless to what the actual... with the actual little small things are, the story is still the same. I'ma still feel how I feel about it based off what I've learned. And if I can come back and change that later because I find out something else, then I'll do that. I'll say I was wrong. I'm not one of them people that can't say they wrong. But for somebody to tell me they hope I get date raped and they can tell about, what type of person I am for looking up to Charlemagne, why would I look up to Charlemagne? Or thinking that I'm idolizing him because I said I look up to him. That is one of the most ignorant things I've ever heard. How do you not look up to somebody who is prominent in black culture and broadcasting when you're somebody who's in black culture and broadcasting? If I was a doctor, I can understand why somebody would be like, why would you look up to Charlemagne? But I'm a broadcast journalist, which is what he does very successfully. But something's wrong with me because I look up to that. Okay, all right, whatever. Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest because I just read that comment 2 seconds ago with somebody saying they hope I get date raped. And it's like, my days of that happening to me are over, first of all. Because I'm not in college. I'm not 20-something. And I'm also married. So, you know what I'm saying? If somebody date rapes me, it'll probably be my husband. And it's not rape because if I'm passed out and you have sex with me, I've allowed it. Okay? I've told you, hey, if I pass out, go ahead. It'll wake me up. Okay, I don't understand why I have to be this bad person because my emotions aren't set in stone about something. I don't understand where people come from with this shit. All I know is however I feel, it's not going to change anything. How I feel about the situation does not change Charlemagne's life. Okay, so I don't know why all the rah-rahness of it all. I mean, I just don't get it. But anyway, I just wanted to say that because I thought that was some very terrible shit to say to me. And regardless of how I feel about anybody, I would never wish date rape, or any type of rape. Okay, no matter what the levels are, I would never wish that on anybody. And if anything, I'm always telling young women to watch themselves and be careful and take care of themselves and don't leave it up to a guy. Don't count on a guy to be upstanding and do what you think he's going to do, which is not take advantage of you, but to have respect and responsibility for yourself so that those things are, they don't happen to you as easily. If you don't take a drink from a nigga can't drug you with a drink. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, not to say that it's anybody's fault if it happens to them, but I'm just saying, I'm always saying that this happens. Be cautious. This is fucked up. But yet still, because I don't have the tone that you want me to have, all of a sudden I'm completely wrong and this terrible person. I think that's really fucked up. But I do YouTube, so I should be used to that shit, right? Okay. So I'm here now to talk about Azealia Banks. Now, the last time we talked about Azealia Banks, I was behind her. okay? Because she was talking about colorism issues and how dark-skinned women are treated differently in the industry. I totally agree with that. But she was on Wild 'N Out, okay? Wild 'N Out is an MTV show that Nick Cannon is in charge of. He's the executive producer, and he just gets, you know, Jess Hilarious has been on there, a whole bunch of Lil Duval has been on there before, a whole bunch of comedians go on there, Emmanuel Hudson, you know, I can name so many people. I love the show, okay? Like, I really do. I watch every episode. I recorded. It's one of the only shows that I don't review, that I watch religiously, and I love Wild 'N Out. And Azealia Banks said she was on Wild 'N Out, and she was brought to tears. She was brought to tears because they were making black girl jokes, ugly black girl jokes. And I'm just like, even though Nick Cannon has a whole bunch of black girls that he, you know, has his sex symbols and carries numbers and shit, it's all still a form of sexism, but I'm not really upset about it. I'm sorry, I'm not. Deal with it. So, you know, I've watched the show, and I've watched how conscious he is about these things. So there will be a chocolate girl over there by the DJ, okay? Like, I've seen him try to not stick to these same light-skinned, all these hoes look the same, like everybody looks like Erica Mena, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've had so many girls on that show that look like Erica Mena, and I'm just saying. Anyway, you know, I've watched this show enough to know what it's like, and they make fun of people. It's the dozens, it's you like, it's freestyle comedy, like that's what they do on the show. So Azealia Banks is a fucking troll. This is what she does. She gets online, she says shit about people, she starts fights with people. We've seen her do this time and time and time and time again. So when you on the show, and it's the perfect place for you to showcase your pettiness, okay, your rap skills, and your anger. Perfect place for you to completely go ape shit and prove the world wrong and just have a great show and spit and show your skills, bitch. All right, I always hate when I see a rapper get on Wild 'N Out and they never really handle business in a freestyle comedy, you know, battle at the end. She said they made some written jokes about her color, not being really specific, but she said she cried. From what I understand from Emmanuel Hudson's Instagram post and from Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, y'all know I don't really fuck with him, but I saw him on there and I was like, all right, Jason. And ever since his interview with Khalees, I've been trying not to hate him so much since that whole situation with Azealia. And then y'all know how we don't fuck with Azealia no more. So it's just kind of like, let bygones be by, bitches, and just go ahead and, you know, move on with your life. Ain't got to be upset about nobody no more because they got the Cesar Romero haircut. Nobody got to be upset. Okay, Jason Lee said that she was tripping. That it wasn't like that. That it wasn't like that at all. They, DC Young Fly, also a dark-skinned young man, said one joke, and it was more so like a Cardi B joke. And that's when she started crying. I think she tried to call him a faggot or some shit like that, which I feel like, why is it okay for you to use those types of derogatory gay comments towards people, okay? But it's not okay for somebody to make a black joke. You can't pick, you can't do that. You can't do that, okay? Like, you gotta pick one. Either you're gonna be self-righteous, excuse me, or you not. I'm sorry, I just had yogurt. Either you're gonna be self-righteous or you're not, bitch. You can't sit on your fucking Instagram crying about a black girl joke, but then won't call somebody a faggot. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You can't be offensive like that and then get mad when people are offensive to you. And I feel like DC Young Fly probably really didn't even say nothing that bad. From what everybody was saying, nothing was said that bad for her to go and cry in the back, then come back and say nothing else until she does her lackluster performance, in which the only thing that made that performance better was the cast members like modeling and shit, because I'm sure she probably did the Anna Wintour song, or one of her songs that are like more, you know, they're for the gay clubs, they're for the runway shows. That's why I'm thinking she did Anna Wintour, because, you know, they said they were modeling. But I just kind of feel like, why is it that when you have an opportunity to do better, when you have an opportunity to showcase your talent, why can't you just shut the fuck up and showcase the talent? You gotta act a fool, have an attitude, get on social media, try to talk about Nick Cannon's lupus and how if you would have talked about that and da-da-da-da. Bitch, having black skin is not a sickness. What the fuck is you talking about? What are you talking about? Having black skin is not a sickness. Why are you comparing the two? Okay? Like, I was so aggravated looking at the comments because it's like, bitch, nobody can defend you all the time. Nobody has time, energy, willpower to defend you at all times. You can't even defend yourself at all times. And it was just, what, like maybe 2 weeks ago that she made some, you know, sly remarks about Nicki Minaj, but then months ago you was kissing her ass, talking about how you were about to cry because she said something nice to you. Bitch, go sit down somewhere, Azealia. Azealia, go sit the fuck down somewhere. I cannot with you, bitch. I cannot with you. It makes no sense to me, y'all. I was just looking at this shit like, this girl really needs help. She really needs to go get a clue. She needs help. She needs somebody to reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can, reach out before you get your ass whipped. Like, I'm just saying. She be talking reckless as fuck on social media. You got so much to say. You on Real People. You got all the comebacks in a fucking book when you on social media. But you in a place in time for you to showcase all of your theater training, ho. And all you do is disappoint and cry when you embarrass yourself. Really? Azealia? Really? Really? I can't fuck with you, me. Okay? I can't fuck with you. Don't ask me. Don't call me no more. I can't fuck with you. Not to say that she actually called me, but y'all, that's just a... okay? Like, because people be watching me who ain't never seen me before and be taking everything I say so literally. Anyway, so, yeah, Azealia, go to fuck the bed. How about that? All right? Gonna fuck up your chance to be on Wildin' Out, girl. Oh, they better not. I mean, they gonna edit episode. They gonna edit episode. Lord. Anyway, so I wanted to talk again about the LaShawn McCoy and Delicia Cordone situation. So I was reading the comments, obviously, okay, because at the beginning of this video, I was saying I was reading comments, and some people were saying that they feel like it could have easily been a friend of theirs to set her up because they knew, you know, what was going on between the two of them. And that could very well be true. You know, I was saying if this happened. I wasn't saying it like it was set in stone. I just was saying this is what the fuck it looked like. Especially when you have like ignorant ass men on social media calling women bitches and hoes and all that type of shit. But from what y'all tell me, LaShawn's old lady Delicia was very thirsty. She was thirsty. She didn't want to get out the house they was living in. And everybody was like, oh, that was his house. And I'm like, I said that was his house. I said that it was a house that he was letting her live in, or, you know, something along those lines, because he was not in the same place as she was from the way it was broken down in what I read. Okay? Now, LaShawn could very possibly have nothing to do with this. It could have been friends of the family. It could have been her friends. It could have been her, from what people tell me. I don't know these people. So I'm just going off seeing her face like that. And I will hope, okay, I would pray that no woman would put her face in jeopardy to get back at some dude. But then they got bitches like Tierra Marie that like to post their own sex tapes and shit. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, look, I was gonna wait until Love and Hip Hop Hollywood came out. But the fact that we, you know, finding out this past week and a week before that all of this shit with Tierra Marie's sex tape was complete and utter bullshit, and she put it out herself, that the fact that there are women out there that would do some shit like that means that there's a woman out there that will set up a robbery so she can get her ass whooped and get sympathy just so she can stay in somebody's house that she don't need to stay in no more because y'all not together, okay? I don't know, y'all. I'm waiting on further information. That's why a lot of the times I'll wait until a full week after a story has broke before I talk about it, just so I can make sure I know everything that happened, because shit be changing like minute to minute. And then I put up the video and then somebody will be like, you was wrong about this. I'm like, well, bitch, the story I read said like, tell me, quote, you know what I'm saying? Like, put your shit down in the comments. If you read something different somewhere, put where you read that shit at, all right? But stop, like, coming on here trying to fact check me and you ain't got no sources. Cite your sources, ho. Cite your sources. That's how I feel. Okay? Now, let me tell y'all, I had to block people, so don't get me wrong, for all of y'all, you know, who love me, and they always be like, girl, just block them. Trust me, I did block them, but that don't mean I didn't get in my bag about it. I'm a fucking human being. I'm a woman, okay? I got a period and everything, ho. I got emotions. I got feelings, okay? And you could get you could get this action. Like, please believe me, I will hurt your feelings on here. Especially all you faceless fuck boys and fuck bitches who come on my channel, ain't got no real avi, but love to try to pass some judgment about, oh, I see the type of person you are. Bitch, you can never see the type of person I am from a 13-minute video on YouTube, huh? You can never get the whole grasp, okay, of me. All right, I have layers, ho. I have layers. And everybody else has layers too. People have layers, all right? Get your fucking life together. Because let somebody read your book and pick a story out of it that they don't like and then make you look like a bad person and all of that shit and see how you feel. Put yourself in other people's shoes sometimes. That's the way to be a better person. Lesson, okay? Anyway, you guys, I'm sorry. I had to get it off my chest, y'all. I had to get it off my chest. Like, how somebody gonna tell me they hope I get date? Like, what? I went to school. I went to college. I was in clubs, but I was always taught never to put my fucking drink down, never to take no drink from nobody I don't trust. Like, I was always taught to be careful. And I think that plus with the Lord and all of the blessings and prayers from my ancestors and my mother, all right, are why I don't have a story like that to tell, all right? But some people aren't as fortunate. They're not. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. We all have our crosses to bear. But I don't appreciate that because I think about everything I say before I get up here and do a video, you guys. I think about it. All right? I don't like to come off as somebody that gives somebody an okay because they're a celebrity. That's not my fucking style. Even if I do like them, but I'm not going to get up here and lie and bash, and then on the low, still watching their shit, still buying their books. Like, that's not how I roll. So if you mad because I'm not about to lie, then get the fuck off my channel, bruh. Don't waste your time commenting with caps on, commenting in paragraphs, telling me what you think you know about me and all of that shit. Don't even waste your fucking time because all I'm going to do is block you, ho. All right? Just so you know. All right? Don't waste your time. But if you got something to actually bring to the conversation, you feel like, I read this and they said this somewhere, I'm all here for that. And somebody gonna ask me why I don't love all the comments. Because I don't love all the comments. Why would I love all the comments if some of them are disrespecting me, or it's something I don't agree with, or I feel like you reiterating something I've already said to try to prove me wrong? Why would I love that comment? I love comments that I love. See how real I am? The fuck? Like, I'm not about to like a comment I don't like. I'm not about to love a comment I don't love. Like, I'm not doing that. That shit's stupid. And sometimes I just don't see the comments. Like, people comment all the time. I get hundreds of comments all the time. I can't possibly read them all. And sometimes I choose not to because I choose not to get myself all upset on my feelings hurt when people say stupid shit to me like somebody said to me today. All right? But, like, I just want to remind everybody, I'm a human being, bitch. I got feelings, too. Okay? All right. But that's all I got to say. All right? And please believe there will be more videos to come because it is review season, bitch. Okay? If you looking for Real Housewives of Potomac, Power, 90 Day Fiance, Pose, okay? Give it to me. I'm reviewing, bitch. All right? And I'll see you in those. I love you. Everybody else that supports my channel and not with the fuck shit, I love y'all. Even if you felt like, you know, you didn't agree with what I said, but you didn't disrespect me, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna always agree. I don't expect everybody to always agree with me. I really don't. But I will hope that people wouldn't be so, like, mean to me just because I said how I felt about something, especially when I'm not being malicious or mean to anybody. I'm just saying how I feel. Y'all, there's a dead cat in front of my house and I feel some type of way. Anyway, I gotta go. See you later. Bye.